Do you realize in the Western world that several years ago, 1 out of 10 Americans identified themselves as either an atheist, an agnostic, or a spiritual nothing? Recently, that number had increased to 1 out of 4. Atheism is a fast-growing belief system in our country. What is atheism? Well, that's what we're going to talk about the next few days. The dictionary defines it as no belief in the existence of God or gods. No belief in the existence of God or gods. And it's becoming very popular. For example, one of our more popular actors, George Clooney, said, "I don't believe in heaven or hell, and I don't believe in God. All I know is that I won't allow this life to be wasted." His buddy Brad Pitt, also a famous actor, said, "I'm probably 20% atheist, 80% agnostic. I don't think anybody really knows. You'll either find out or not when you get there. Until then, there's no point thinking about it." Well, I disagree. I disagree with all those statements. You can know that there is a God, and you better think about it now because it will make a big difference in your daily life as well as your eternal existence. Well, there are several reasons why people become atheists, but one reason a lot of younger Americans are choosing to say that they are atheists is this reason. Because if there is no God, I can be my own God. If I can be my own God, I can live however I choose. And if I can live however I choose, you can't judge me because there's no God, there's no standard of judgment. So I'm going to do what I want to do, and you can't tell me it's wrong. And more young adults in America are buying into this belief. Well, that has cultural results we're seeing in our country. You have confusion. If there's no right and wrong, well then people aren't sure about their identity. Am I male or am I a female? They're not sure about what marriage is. Is it a man and a man or a woman and a woman? What is marriage? There's a lot of confusion. What is a family? How should a government function? What's a society really all about? And so you have a lot of confusion going on. When you have that going on, you have crumbling. Right now in America, we have a deconstruction of all the foundational things that make our society a society that has worked. We have a deconstruction of our individual identity. Our genders, people are confused. They don't know if they're a male or a female or what they are. They're confused. and the sense of identity is crumbling. Marriage is crumbling. What is marriage? A man with a man, a woman with a woman, a human with an animal. It's being redefined. The true biblical definition of marriage is crumbling. What's a family? A committed husband and wife raising children. Or now, is it 2 men and a child or 2 women and a child? What is a family? That's being redefined. Traditional family is being attacked and it's crumbling. How's a government supposed to work? Who's supposed to have authority and tell me what to do? And so there's a lot of crumbling, and that results in a lot of conflict. We have protest. We have rebellion. And we have this sense that I can be my own God, and so I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you try to tell me it's wrong, you're wrong, and we're going to have conflict. Well, there's also personal results of atheism, and these are very serious. One is emptiness. We understand that God created all of us with a God-shaped void in our lives. We have a God-shaped hole. And no one but God, nothing but God can fill that hole. Alcohol, drugs, sex, money, power, nothing can fill that hole. But we live in a society that says there is no God. So people are trying to fill that hole with everything but God. And it's not working. We have the highest rate of addiction we've ever had. We have more people dying of drug overdoses than we've ever had. We have the highest rate of suicide, the highest rate of depression. There's going to be emptiness. If you choose to live without God, you're choosing a life of inner emptiness. Second, you're choosing a life of eternal separation. You see, if you don't want God in this life, you will not have God in the next life. And that's a terrible decision, because God is love. God is light. God is life. God gives joy. God is the God of peace. God is the God of hope. God is the God of truth. Do you want to live your life without any of those things? Do you want to live your eternity without any of those things? Because if you tell God to push off in this life, God will not force you to spend eternity with Him. In fact, you have chosen to spend eternity without Him in darkness. Hey, there is a God. He's real. There's evidence for God. He loves you. He sent His Son to die for you. I encourage you, open your mind, study the truth, and get to know the real and living God.